Hey viewer, welcome back to more Let's Play Demonheart! Just finished up Chapter 2 and heading on to Chapter 3, Deception. Wonder what's going to happen during this episode. Maybe deceiving and lying? And maybe a little bit of deception? Oh. Yeah, who really saw that coming? I opened my eyes to find myself in a strange, confusing place. Everything is engulfed in shadow. Finally, I am alone. There are no suspicious townsmen and scar swallowers to disturb me. But what are these skulls I'm seeing? And why am I in a cage? And once more we can observe objects. 3 human skulls stare at me in sorrow. There is no exit from the cage, no door on any of the sides, only ancient metal bars covered in rust. Chains are everywhere, hanging from the ceiling, shackled to the floor, as if the walls of the cage were not enough. This is a place of total entrapment. None of the chains are touching me, yet I can barely move. And that's how I feel when I'm dreaming sometimes. A dark fog permeates... Wow, I can read. A dark fog permits the cage in the area around it. I can't see what kind of place I'm in. Everything around disappears into darkness. Alright, what else can I look at? Bones. I can look at bones. Bones lie scattered across the floor. Remains of the prisoners from the past, or merely a fear-inducing device. I don't know. Heard me not! This is what the demon child says. Once more, he's talking in his stupid demon tongue. Can you guess what it is, viewer? Can you guess what we are writing? Yeah, it's Demonheart. As I said, Demonheart is pretty common in this little puzzle. No! Demonheart, you listen, yet you do not hear! I cannot blame you. You are alone in a cold world, like me. They watched us through the cage. No one comes to help. I somehow feel in my heart that this demon child is Raz. I can't remember how it was pronounced. Coming face to face with him once again sends a sharp pain down my spine. Months have passed since that day, but I still have to look down to make sure I am whole. Raz appears to have grown up a bit, but he's still a small, frightened child. Raz, what's happening? Nothing but the pain. Top mistake. It's a top mistake, viewer. Pain is a top mistake to be done. But in all honesty, he's saying the pain, make it stop. Where's my mother? Why does it hurt so much? Why? What's hurting you? The laughing shadow. Do you see? I do see a row of glowing symbols. Remember them, or her sacrifice will be for naught.
Girl, wake up.
The fuck? Opening my eyes, I see Fisher leaning over me with a concerned look. The others might be asleep. The strange symbols still float in my mind, but if I don't write them down soon, I'm sure to forget.
Are you feeling all right?
Sir Fisher, I need to write something down urgently. Be right back. Do you have everything you need? Go ahead, I'll wait. I open my journal and sketch the symbols I saw in the dream as best as I remember. So those are handily written in our journal.
What are you doing, my pretty? Were you just sketching something in your little diary?
And so he says the pretty famous quote that if you click on the amulet at the beginning of the game, or in the main menu screen. Yes, this should come in handy for a later purpose.
Portal keys, weren't they? You closed the diary before I was able to take a good look. Would you mind reading me the symbols?
Well, that was merely something for my dream. It looks like hanged people and tentacles.
If you ever see hanged people and tentacles on a portal's tuning wheels, do not touch anything.
Oh, really? Most likely, that would mean someone has found a way to erase the real symbols. Attempting to operate a portal in that state would equal suicide. One has to be responsible when handling portals. A dream isn't a reliable source of transportation codes. Many of them lead right into a great pool of fire. But you told me to remember the symbols. You have a lot on your mind, dear. I'm not sure what's going on, but in any case, do consult me before meddling with any portals. Yeah, understandable. Portals sound dangerous a little bit, so I think I will. Remember, I want you alive. We are a team. Okay, thanks for watching out for me, man. I appreciate it. My pleasure. So, did anyone ever, no, I don't know, torture you?
Yes. How did you know?
I keep seeing you in chains in my dreams. Chains? How typical. The demon spawn always get in trouble. Humans, demons, and things are racing to torture us. And some foolish humans still envy our eternal life. Does eternal suffering sound appealing to you?
You are immortal too, in the sense that your injuries will heal. But you will only live for as long as your human mind is able to sustain itself. Yet, so many humans wish to hunt you down, the benefits might not be worth it.
Did something happen to you when you were very young? Many things. A demon spawn childhood is usually painful, something we are glad to put behind us. It is a period of madness and learning the rules of the unknown. Learning is such a wonderful activity for a firmly established individual. But when you are young, without a guidance, with your mother dead and your father a mindless beast, understanding our two worlds can be rather challenging. So that is why Orchid wanted me there. But I guess everything turned out pretty bad, huh? She was a foolish human, her outlook too bright. A demon spawn upbringing is never easy, though she did the best she could. For us, danger lurks everywhere. A newborn lacks experience in infernal magic, and she has to make quick decisions, hide in the human world or escape to Inferno. It's hard to tell in which world one would be more fiercely haunted. Who was hunting you in the Inferno? I thought you'd be buddy-buddies with the demons down there. Everyone who is hunting you in the human world, plus the demons. Oh, so I guess you're not on good terms with the demons.
Inferno is not a promised land for anyone. It is a treacherous place.
Its positive side is that you can find plenty of barren parts, and among them some interesting leftovers, such as empty, deserted dungeons and secret layers. One can find a place to hide, and even demon spawn cannot sense each other in the Inferno. Trying would be too risky, because when you search for infernal energy, you also expose yourself. So, what did you do? I imagine Orchid's home wasn't empty after they learned of her death. When I first gained my reasoning, I tried to escape, and I did. Yet not to the right place. Where did you end up? I do not appreciate being reminded of certain events. With teleporting into Inferno, it is mostly a matter of speed, readiness, and sharp perception. You have to go right back if you see anything move or hear anything living. For this, you also need a calm mind, which I lacked at the time, as I suspect is also natural. So I ran into someone and gained some scars to show for it. Once I found an empty lair, I took some time to calm down. Afterward, I returned to my mother's home. Luckily for your townspeople, it was at a convenient hour, so no one had to die.
I took everything she left me, and some other items of interest. I was not disappointed.
And then you taught yourself how to read. That's pretty impressive, actually. Are you you implying someone else must have taught me? You learned our language, learned everything you could about Orchid, and found me. All in a few months while I was in prison. That's a little too hard to believe that you did this all by yourself, dude. You have a beautiful voice, Bright. And your thoughts as well. Still, I must point out that a simple, "You are amazing," would have sufficed. Uh-huh. Egotistical little bastard. But I do admit, I kind of like Raz for it, so... Or Raze. Is it Raz or Raze? I can't remember. I know eventually it's going to be said, so whatever. I see the old man Fisher has been watching me in my telepathic conversation with Raz. Thankfully, he doesn't seem to think I'm insane.
I'm glad you're doing fine.
Come a little farther from the others so that we may speak freely. I look around and see the other men are still asleep. I guess there's no harm in hearing the old man out, so I get up and follow him just a few steps away from the sleeping soldiers. Do you keep track of your dreams in that notebook? That and some other things, you know, maybe a few people and the townspeople, and the towns themselves. You know, just little notes. My wife used to believe in that stuff, but they mean something, you know. I wonder if there's truth in it, though. Life sure didn't seem any different to me, no matter what she dreamt of. But you seem to be doing well in spite of the circumstances. You are a strong one, no matter how you may appear. However, traveling with that man, I'm afraid you won't be doing well for long. Which man? The Scarwald Knight, of course. I heard the knights talking before you arrived at the camp. Didn't quite understand everything, but it sounded bad. Sir Bresh talked badly about you and called you names. Some very indecent names. You two never met before you arrived to us, correct? Well, if you want to get technical, Sir Fisher, we met before, but only briefly. In any case, I don't think you did anything to warrant the insults. I'm starting to think that's just his personality, buddy. He also said that you think you are bad. But he could do whatever he wants with you. Sir Bresh seems to have a problem with all women, and it's not only that. Something about him is really odd.
There's something wrong with him. That eye of his.
Oh, now you decided to talk? Yep. Main gripe with this game. Some voice acting, some not. Why? What do you mean, about his eye? You have to be careful.
Ever since I caught up, he's been watching you in that strange way.
It ain't love in his eyes. Do you mean it's lust? I don't know, but if it was, you'd be in danger. The mere sight of you puts the knights in a foul mood. This is very confusing, even to an old man like me. It's as if he can't help but find you attractive, and he hates you for it. To be honest, I don't particularly care how he feels. I mean, I just got out of engagement. Come on. My heart is currently broken, and I'm just trying to move on. I'm telling you, the Scarswell Knights are a vicious breed! They say Sir Bresh has accused of rape multiple times, yet nothing was, proven. There's no punishment for Lord Mace's pets. Maybe he was innocent? Besides, you don't sound too sure of yourself, too, Fisher, so... maybe there's a chance? Fisher gives me a surprised look, then shakes his head in denial. You're such a gentle child. It pains me to watch you in this dangerous place. Either way, that man is crazy.
Listen, you need to run. Sir Bresh.
I'm sorry, you old shit. Did I interrupt your conspiracy?
It's not what you think, sir. Are you calling me stupid? No, by no means. Sir, I was trying to tell Bright how she should be quicker if she is to keep up with the soldiers. The knight snorts. Get lost, old man. I've got a few things to explain to this girl myself. Fisher obeys the knight, acting all humble. Sir Brush lifts my chin and forces me to look into his eyes. So, you think I was innocent? That just warms my heart. Well, weren't you? Of course I was.
Are you going to run away from me, sweetheart?
That depends. Do you want to rape me? Just you listen to the gray-haired idiot.
You'll get that old fool killed, you know. Can't have him talking that kind of crap about a knight of Scarswell.
What should I say here? Doesn't particularly matter. He doesn't know what he's saying. Come on, just please forgive him. And he's a little old and senile. Defending him? You don't know how stupid you're being just now. Calling me a rapist? He's just inventing that shit to get close to you. Did he also say my eyes are the source of all evil in the world? No, but he kind of dislikes it. How fucking noble. Should I make fun of him for being old and useless? You're not that stupid, sweetheart. You don't really think the old bugger cares about your health and peace of mind, do you?
All he really wants is to get inside your panties.
I can't help but call bullshit on that. No, I have to agree with this. No, that's what you want. Do I? We're all men out here except for you, kid. Next time, don't sit so close to them unless you want to become someone's dick sheath. Ugh, you're disgusting, Shabarash. Shut up. I'm telling the truth. You don't like the truth? That's your problem. That moron refuses to obey me anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to do something to you. Your call whether you believe me or not. I'm just telling you how not to end up getting hurt. Sir Brush stomps off just far enough to remain in my sight, ominously. Jesper's over there as well. It looks like the two of them are examining the road we were about to take. Jesus. Going back and starting to gather my belongings, I noticed someone left a pretty hairbrush in my bag. When did this happen? There's no hair on it to lead me to its owner, but it does look fine and expensive. Yeah, well, if somebody left behind a brush for me to use, might as well quickly brush my hair and return it to part of my belongings. It's mine now, fools! Haha! My hair is all neat now. Settling in the sunshine and the forest air feels so nice. Ah, refreshing. Toon sneaks out of the bushes right next to me.
Your armor.
You have a better armor than Toon's. I have a better head than Toon's too. Well, anyway, Toons, what's your point? The pendant hanging from your neck. Strange that the demon girl would have such belongings. Toons had to work for years to buy this armor. Could not simply steal it. No. Some woman from Scarswell gave me this armor. What of it? Scarswell. They all have the best things, and the worst slithery people. Yes, slithering snake, Toons remembers. That craftsmanship. You're wearing an armor from the Serpent's Guild. Is that bad? Is it bad to be a dirt evil assassin? Toons wouldn't know. Probably not. Don't kill me. Sir Brush motions us to follow him. Now Fisher's there beside him too. I like how Toons just says, don't kill me? Question mark? It's just an amusing little sentence right there. As we advance, the sounds of small woodland critters and the chirping of insects intensify. I think I hear croaking. What are those sounds?
If I'm correct, we're entering the swamp.
Yeah, been here dozens of times. Nothing to be afraid of. It's just frogs. But you're even scared of frogs, kitty girl, aren't you? Suddenly, a black wolf-like beast leaps out of the bushes ahead.
Wait.
A warg. Slay it before it eats us.
2 more wargs emerge from the overgrowth. Toon shoots an arrow, and the wargs leap into battle. Jesper charges forward, ready to stop the warg's claw with his sword and shield, as Toon retreats, firing his bow. Fisher was already standing back, and now he opens arrow fire. Sir Brush is not as quick to jump into battle as the others, but when he joins in, fiercely swinging his greatsword, he immediately wounds one of the beasts. Might as well help out and attack the wargs with my bow! One of my arrows seems to hit, but the warg keeps attacking. I don't understand how tough they must be. More angry beasts appear from the side. They must have been following us. Hey, there's more of them, dumbasses! Fuck this! Run! Sir Brush lunges forward in a fierce attack, striking one of the wargs once more. The beast stumbles back, giving soldiers just enough space to run past it. The knights run first, and the younger soldier follows him. Fisher urges me to run. I have no choice but to try to keep up with the others. The wargs are nearly at my heels. I feel a pair of claws brushing my back. I need to run faster. I realize I just passed Toons and Jasper. They are merely blurry images in the corner of my eye. Fisher must have been even further ahead. I am running beside Sir Brush now. I see a bridge ahead of us, not sure what's underneath it. I can't ask Sir Brush if that's where we need to go, since he's already behind me. I've passed everyone. Whoa, why are you blurry, dude? What's going on? I turn back to see the men are still ahead of the beasts. They're running over the bridge now with Sir Brush leading the men, and the wargs still chasing them. The last man to cross over is Toons. He barely makes it in time before Sir Brush cuts the ropes of the bridge, sending the wargs flying into a muddy water below. I feel a dull pain coursing through my whole body. I fall to the ground on my hands and knees. Dizzily, I look up at the others.
Thank you, sir. Great timing.
Indeed. You almost got Toons killed. If Toons didn't know better, he'd think it was intentional.
Sir Brush pays them no heed.
You run fast for an old man, Mr. Fisher. No offense meant.
But have you seen the girl?
Aren't I right here? Sir Brush is headed toward me. I only now notice how far I've run.
Speed, Should have known it wasn't strength.
My limbs hurt so much, and now my head as well. Sir, I didn't understand you. When you became immortal, so to speak, you got more special powers than that. It's usually something like strength or speed, as we've just seen. Supposedly you're part demon now. That's how demons are. But don't bother your kitty head with that. It doesn't matter anymore. Part demon? Yeah, doesn't everybody call you the demon girl?
Look at you. Using that power almost does you more harm than good. You're a pretty weak Demonheart.
As much as I want to say, fuck you, let's keep asking him more questions. What do you know about the Demonheart, sir? You seem to be pretty knowledgeable in that category. I know you regenerate and have special power like that little run of yours, and everyone wants to eat your heart. Don't let it get into your head that you heal better than normal people. If they hit you hard, you could get crippled. If they hit you with fire, even worse. Enough fire or acid will kill a Demonheart forever. If your body is burned, there's nothing left to regenerate. Huh? Why does everyone want to eat my heart? That sounds disgusting. Alright, maybe it's not everyone, but a lot of them. They want these powers for themselves, obviously. Do you want to eat my heart? No, your power sucks. And that would only get me into trouble. Good answer. Good answer, I like it. Well, the question remains. How do you know about demon hearts? Lord Mace. He had a few accidents in his day. Sure, no one ever burned off any part of him, but he's gotten educated about his state and he's avoiding fire like the plague. He doesn't actually avoid the plague. That does nothing. Before I can ask any more, he gestures me to stay quiet. I wasn't supposed to speak of this, so I don't want to hear you repeating it. Is that clear? I might be open to a bribe! But, fine. Sounds good. It's not like you can tell anyone important. I don't even know how I did this. Yeah, fine. Let's move on.
Are you idiots unharmed?
I have a cut on my arm, sir, but I should be fine. Don't fuck around. You got any healing shit for that? I just checked in my pockets and it seems my potions fell out somewhere. I don't carry a witch's poison cures with me either. You'll have to bandage it or something. Maybe I can help if we can find the right herbs. Could you do that? Wow, we're going to have a new healer. Shut up. I don't know why I'm getting Jasper a British accent, but let's go with it. Fine, you can help him, but don't waste too much time. Let's look for the herbs. You'll tell me which ones are good, right? Yes, but be careful. Some of them might be poisonous, and with your open wound, that might fuck you over. I'm all dizzy and shaking from my running experience, but I managed to get up and start looking for healing herbs with Jasper. After some digging around, we find several kinds of plants that I suspect may serve to heal Jasper's wound quicker. We chop up the plants and I mash them up with my hands so the healing juices come out. Jasper prepares a piece of cloth to use as bandage, and I help him to fasten it around his arm with the herbs underneath. Thanks, Bright. Traveling with you is great for more than one reason. What other reasons are there? You're really easy on the eyes, and so much more pleasant to listen to than the Sir... Let's get back to him. He seems angry. When the fuck does he... When the fuck has he ever seemed not angry? Like, seriously. Get over here. We're marching on. Just as we start traveling, I feel my amulet radiating its energy.
You've had a little encounter with some forest beasts.
Did you know that they too might be drawn to eat your heart? Animals can also become Demonhearts. I wasn't aware of that. Good to know. A fun fact, but not very useful. Since humans hunt each other in pursuit of the hearts, animals don't stand a chance.
Now, I intended to dedicate some time to getting to know each other. I think your companions are dull enough that we can make that time now.
What would you like to ask me? So we had the chance to ask a bunch of questions. But we'll start with the top. I understand Orchid died while giving birth to you. She wasn't murdered?
She was murdered by me, leaving me the blessing of a mother's love.
But she knew it would happen and was completely fine with that? Yes, dying was part of her design. For all her healing skills, she could not find a way to become truly immortal. So, she wished to live on through a child who would lovingly remember her. She wanted her son to have everything, but if she were to be truly immortal, then he could not have a mother, as we demon spawn never do. Still, we have a special connection to our dead mothers, and a void inside of us that can never be filled. In order to achieve her design of immortality, Orchid had to die young, ironically, while she was still fertile. Makes sense, in a way. A decent idea, but with flawed execution. Orchid was pleasant on the outside, but she was never truly noble. Everything she did was for her own purposes, yet she created a member of the superior race and sought to bathe him in her post-mortem love. Superior race? I like to flatter myself. Orchid left me her letters, equipment, and valuables. It took me a while to learn to read on my own, but we demon spawn have it in our nature to spy on humans and learn from you. but you aren't really learning from me. You already think you know everything best for me. False. I do not know everything. There are ancient demon spawn with far more knowledge. You are right in that I am not convinced that you have much to teach me, though. I guess after I learned how to read, Orchid wanted me to find you and have you teach me about your world. A futile hope on many levels. But you were, among all the other things, a mother's gift. The most valuable thing there is. Especially to one whose mother is dead. Her last wish was to have you by her son's side. I may not understand her reasons, but I will trust her until I discover them. Let's see. Orchid was secretive, but she was also wise, so I'll trust her as well. Indeed, she must have been right with this. You have been quite agreeable. How else can I entertain you? And once more, we can ask more questions. So let's go with this. Did Orchid write in her letters that she made me a Demonheart?
Yes, she did. You were supposed to be my immortal guide in the world of humans.
Could she not have saved herself instead? The mother of a demon spawn has to die, and whoever eats the demon flesh becomes barren and cannot be a mother. Wait. What? If a woman becomes a Demonheart after conceiving, her body will fight against the demon child, but the child will win. She will be left with an unlife instead of resting at peace. Slaughtering the witch early in the pregnancy is perhaps the only way to stop the demon child from becoming a sentient creature. I wouldn't know. There haven't been enough willing witches, or their victims, to test this. Orchid clung to her life for as long as she could, using the time to prepare us both for what was to come, even though you were unaware of it. As for how she gave you the power, you remember that thing she fed you? A special dinner, wasn't it? The food you ate was the source. Now, there are a few possibilities, and she never wrote me the details. Regardless, I am certain it was in fact demon flesh, and not the heart of another one of your kind. I have no idea how she acquired it, but it may not have been quite so fresh. Oh my god! So I ate demon flesh that is disgustingly old, and it's taken away my ability to give birth, so I can't have any children for as long as I live. Well, Orchid, you're really fantastic. I fucking love you now. Is there anything else you need to clarify? Well, enough about Orchid. Where are you exactly? Where are you contacting me from?
I have a cozy little dungeon in Inferno, which I am the master of. I spend most of my time here, when I'm not in the outside world, doing research on your kinsman.
Okay. How did you acquire a dungeon? Ah, it is a long story. I found the space already built by someone who abandoned it a long time ago. You know, the Inferno mostly looks like the insides of an unknown creature. There are lots of fleshy parts, and some fire. Some entities with teleportation powers have been able to construct buildings inside, witches or demon spawn, or whoever used a portal efficiently. I imagine it took a long time to build walls and furnish the place. Thankfully, it was all ready for me. I only had to make certain modifications, and now it's all up to my taste. Earlier you were saying you did research on humans, correct? Perhaps research is an overstatement. I sometimes follow people around and spy on them. The ones I'm not connected with through a magical amulet. Have you found any interesting people? An intelligent question. Truth be told, I rarely encounter someone worth following. But studying the patterns in common fools is always rewarding. Goddamn. So, in your dungeon, do you have servants, since you're the master of your own place? Servants? Who in their right mind would want to serve me? I see. How else can I entertain you? And I chose that I might option because I don't want to serve you. No, I ain't no servant, I ain't no bitch to nobody. We went through that shit once and we're not doing that again. But anyway, did you find a cat in Orchid's house?
Ah, yes. A yellow cat. Her faithful companion.
Can you tell me what this feeling is good for? I never figured it out. Well, let's see. Something strange happened to Mr. Edgardo. He may have risen from the dead. Yes, I know that. I could sense Demonheart and I examined the little pest thoroughly. It has truly suffered mortal wounds. But is there anything special about it, or a reason why she turned it into a Demonheart in the first place? I couldn't find anything, leading me to the conclusion that Orchid was simply irrational about the animal. Not sure why, but where is he right now? Maybe we can figure it out. He is right here with me, kept securely in a cage. I thought I should keep him until I discover what he does, but it seems he is utterly useless. Don't keep him in a cage, you asshole. Let him run free! And destroy all my possessions? Not in 1,000 years. I can endure all your talk about murder, but you will not torture Mr. Edgardo! Is this the most important condition for your alliance? I see. The creature did have a purpose, though perhaps one even Orchid was unaware of. I can promise you Mr. Edgardo will be safe until you come for him. But you have to do as I say. Is there anything else you need clarified? And last but not least, is there anything you would like to know?
So kind of you to ask.
How does your mind work? Do you like to balance out the good with the bad, or are you just very passive? I simply always do the smartest thing I can. Usually. Will that work out for our alliance, though? I've always dreamt of an ally who would be evil to everyone but me. So you can kind of guess where this is going, huh? Murder, blood, doesn't care for humans that much. Evil. You can pretty much guess where this is going. I want to be the special one. The only one. Then I'm not the perfect ally you dreamt of. To hell with it. I'll take what I can get. You are still mine.
We have talked for so long. Oh, I'm feeling so appreciated. You could talk to me forever, couldn't you?
I thought these were important matters we had to discuss. For certain. The most important matter being, of course, the question of our mutual attraction. Well, we will definitely hear from each other again. But for now, pay attention to your foolish companions, as if they were worth it. Sir Brush bumps into me.
What the hell?
Girl, watch where you're going. Where the fuck are your eyes? You got a problem with me, asshole? Besides, it was your fault. Go fuck yourself. Are you telling me I can't walk straight? Watch it.
Alright, since the genius bright girl had to mess herself up and slow us down, we're gonna stop for another rest.
Or do you want me to carry you and use your ass for a shield? Shut the fuck up. We're near the old Watcher's Lodge. That we are. If there were Watchers in there in any recent time, the swamp ghosts must have eaten them. That's none of our concern right now.
The ghosts of the ancient kingdom. No. No!
Wow, Toon, you sound really upset about this.
We are not in the haunted lands, are we?
You fucking pussies. Yeah, these are the so-called haunted lands. People have gone missing here, but I'm thinking they may have just shat themselves to death in a bush somewhere, because I never got attacked by any ghosts. I guess I'm not tasty enough for them, but you might be, you little chickens. Chicken. So the sub believes there's no real danger? The real danger is Rivera. Now the tower's just an abandoned shithole. We're going in so the girl can take her nap. That's very considerate of you, sir. You shut up, you backstabbing wreck!
She's been dragging her feet like a beaten cat. It's bloody annoying.
Fuck you. Don't stop on my account. Do whatever you need to, jackass. Don't drag your butt in my way and do as you're told. We find a watchtower hidden among the trees and enter it. The tower is damp and dark with a few small windows barely letting in some light. And we can explore it. Piles of hay lie on the floor. I'm not sure if they had any other purpose, but it seems someone has been sleeping in some of them. I notice a few worn objects lying about. Someone's forgotten belongings. There's something glittering in one of the hay beds. What is this?
Found something?
Yes, this thing. I see. Witch's crap. You might want to let go of that. You'll get your hands dirty. No, I think I'll keep it. You know, maybe keep it as a souvenir for my adventures that I've had here. Because you folk are so fucking lovely. Why, so you can lick and kiss it? Fucking demon worshippers. Ugh, fuck you, Brash, so much. Window. The narrow windows are designed for archers to shoot through. This watchtower appears to be a good defense point, but only for a small group of people. The stairwell is the main part of the watchtower. There are windows all along its round walls. It provides a nice view of the surroundings area and a convenient place for shooting the enemy outside. At the stairs end, there is a trapdoor on the ceiling leading to the top of the tower. There are two smaller rooms on the left and right. It's dark inside, and the doors are covered with spider webs. It seems no one has walked in there in a while. Oh, there's more. What else can I see? Ah, it moved. Huge spider webs are woven between the walls, but I don't see any spiders.
Wondering where they are.
Sure. I care about spiders. They are waiting in ambush, of course. I have seen behind these walls 12 overgrown spiders, just waiting in the dark to eat you. Oh, yes. Why are you so cheerful about it? It was only a bit of fun. I haven't seen any spiders, to be honest, but I can't guarantee they aren't there. Traveling with these fools is both boring and dangerous. You do have the men to act as a diversion, but if I were a spider, I'd definitely eat you first. Thank you? I guess? I don't think this is the occasion to be thanking me.
Something about you has changed. A new power discovered?
Do you mean my speed? Yes. Did you enjoy it? I can feel that you've hurt yourself. You performed beyond the human abilities, and you are still regenerating. You're saying it wasn't human. It was demonic.
It is the power of your heart. This is the reason demon hearts slaughter each other.
It is not only immortality. There would be little point in resurrection if you were always on an ordinary weak human. You would be equally insignificant. Do my powers protect me from sickness? Yes, you can say so. You would recover quickly. Sickness is for humans. The demon hearts become the most powerful fighters, and this is the true appeal of your nature. Your talent is speed, and if you found more demon hearts to consume, your skill would only grow. There exist hunters who do just this with their lives. They live to find more demon hearts to slaughter, or acquire more demon flesh through, though the latter is rather rare. Just imagine if you increased your power. You'll be able to slaughter anyone in a mere blink. I'd rather use my talent to get out of trouble. That seems more useful. If you're unable to fight back, yes. For now, you should practice with what you have. Learn how to use your talent without burning out, and you might find it useful. He has a point.
Not much of a place, huh? Compared to the Knight's Palace and Scarswall, all these trash accommodations look the same to me.
The rooms are rather small. I'm not complaining, sir. Yeah, you figure it out. Guess you idiots can all fuck yourselves in that room over there, and I'll be watching over the kitty girl.
If she manages to escape, shoot her. You all got that?
Toons and Jasper nod, but they can't bear to look at me. And you, old fool, you'd rather fuck her then shoot her? Fine, disobey me. I don't need your help anyway. Fisher stares at the ground, shaking his head in denial. Get in here, kitty girl. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! The sir cuts through the cobwebs, blocking the room on the left. Oh my god! I'd be sharing a room with him! The other soldiers all start... Oh, wow, I can totally speak right now. The other soldiers all start settling down in the other room. Oh boy. We're going to be sharing a room with Sir Brash. There is plenty of space on the ground for sleeping, and some piles of hay, just like in prison. The knight seems to be getting angry. He keeps cussing to himself. What is wrong with him? I suppose if I'm going to sleep here, I should remove my armor, but with Sir Brash in the room... to fuck with it. I'll get out my armor immediately. I still have some clothes underneath. Brash is ignoring me the entire time. Perfect! I hope he fucks off and leaves me alone. Weary of the night, I start looking for a place to lie down. I feel something pointy in my pocket and reach out for it. It's the earring I found earlier. The star symbol. It reminds me of someone. The mysterious thief. What was she after? And could this earring belong to her? Is she following me? If I saw her again, I would have a lot to ask her, and she better not try to be so mysterious this time. I wonder if she knows she lost it. Does it even matter? I curl up in the hay and drift off to sleep, filled with questions. But once we sleep, we are in here. He dreamt on! Don't you mean... she dreamt on? Whatever. Can you guess what word we're making, viewer? Can you guess? Can you guess? If you haven't guessed it by now, you should be ashamed of yourself. Why are you in the cage? I'm trying to help you. It says you can't help me. He keeps mocking me. You're not here. My mother wanted you by my side, yet we are apart. She loved me, didn't she? Yes, you were everything to her. You meant everything. My dear mother, she has cursed me. No one has ever loved the shadow. That's why it came to destroy me. Again. I feel it. Ashduhat! And with this, Ashduhat turns out to be the shadow. Voila. Amulet Gosh. But the shadow is doing something to him. And the word is, the shadow is laughing at him. At your misery? Keeps calling her a fool. Hello?
No, you shouldn't be here.
I shouldn't? Reese, is that you?
I'm not a pathetic child. There is nothing for you to see here.
What's going on? Nothing but your chaotic dreams. This cannot be allowed to continue.
I'm ending your nightmare.
Wake up. Nothing's happening.
Reese, why? Are you awake yet? What the fuck? He puts a hand on my forehead.
You were talking in your sleep.
What did I say? Confusing things. Watch what you're saying instead of asking about it later. I was asleep, dipshit! One has to wonder where you get these ideas about a child that needs your help, considering you were supposed to be a decent young girl with no children. It's Orchid's son. He's his demon spawn, and I need to find him and help him. What the? This is fucking serious. I've known my share of mad witches, but this has to be the worst damn thing one has ever done. You actually believe me? You're not calling me out on my bullshit? Yeah, does anybody else believe you? You and I have seen things that few other people have. Of course I believe demons are real and witches stir shit. The army will deal with this goat boy if he ever turns up. It shouldn't be any of your concern anyway. I notice my things are lying further away from where I left them. Behind Sir Brash. He even took my armor.
I've had a little search while you were asleep.
Have to make sure you're not writing letters to your idiot boyfriend. Besides, I wanted to see that thing you put in your pocket earlier, but I haven't found it. Maybe I should search you. Oh, so there is an interesting dialogue here. If you kept the poison but never really showed it to anybody, he would go through your things, find the potion, and call you out on it. But then, of course, we get back to this dialogue, so it doesn't really matter. So, extra little dialogue right there that I didn't bother with, because, I don't know, I thought the stuff in chapter 2 was a little bit better, so why bother? What's with that look? Don't you know I have the right to do this? No, you're not allowed to touch my things, asshole. I'm allowed to touch anything I want, and you better get that through your pretty head. Nice journal, by the way. Have you read it? Don't worry, I can't read. I mean, there was no time.
I watched you while you slept.
And? He tilts my face up by the chin.
The scar on your neck is barely visible. Good, I guess.
I look up at him, suddenly feeling how close he's holding me. He gently wraps one hand around my neck and pulls me closer with the other one until our bodies touch. His mismatched eyes gleam with something both sad and wild. And I kiss him! Mwah, 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 mwah. He readily meets me halfway there with our lips locked, pushes me into the hay that was my bed. And with that, we get an image of a nice makeout scene. His lips feel so thin and cruel on mine. There's no mistaking from the way he hungrily assaults me that there's an untamed passion inside of him, bordering with desperation. 100 thoughts flood my mind. How is he a bad man? A corrupt law officer? How he surely uses this to force himself on women, and who knows how many he's had. How has he been rude to me, if somewhat protective as well? How he may make fun of me as soon as it looks like I've surrendered. I want this man, and all his wild passion. I just wish he took me seriously, as an equal! He pins my head to the ground and gently kisses my neck, right where they cut me. This brings us both back to the present moment. He gives me a look of concern, I think, and starts getting up. Sir? Why are you leaving? We were just getting started. I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm not supposed to... Blah, blah. English is great right now. I'm not supposed to be doing that with you. Damn, did you fuck me up? Why not? We can do whatever we want. We're both consenting adults, aren't we? I don't want it. Fuck off. Alright, well, fuck you too, asshole. Jesus. Fisher comes in through the doorway.
Is everything all right here?
Sir Brush throws him a glare. Yes, everything's fine. I'm glad.
Can we continue on, sir?
Yeah, we're leaving.
Come, Bright. You'll be safe with us.
Kind of question that a little bit. You're finally away from Sir Brash. Are you feeling alright? Spending the night with Sir Brash? Did he behave himself? I'm as well as I can be, considering you all agreed to shoot me yesterday. I am so sorry. I'm sure Toons would have shot you if Sir said so. Jesper and I would not, but Sir and Toons would overpower us. Why Toons? He is a trickster, that one. Only out for himself, and he would do anything for Sir Brush says to stay out of trouble. We should be on the lookout for a good opportunity to run away. Toons and Jesper seem ready to move on. Jesper seems to be in a good mood. This must mean his wound has healed. Still, he didn't say a word to defend me yesterday when Sir Brush ordered them all to shoot me. I wonder if they were really willing to do it. Those traitors. With everyone well rested, we continue our journey through the swamp.
Another day for you, my dear. I'm happy to see you alive.
Why, hello there, my infernal Patreon. It's good to know I am welcome. I suspect you might have more questions for my divine person. Am I right? Only a few things left to ask. Remind me where we left off. Well, in my dream you were telling me about the shadow. What does it mean?
Shadow? It might be a metaphor for pain and torment, or being lost.
It's true that I've been chained and tortured, but I was hoping these images would not come back to haunt you. When did this happen? It all happened while you were helplessly in prison, and I was still learning how to teleport to Inferno. It is a bit ironic, come to think. Bright and Raz, the great allies, both in cages. Yeah, we're a bunch of losers. But we can fight our way to the top. I don't want you to witness these pointless scenes of me in my weakest state. I don't deserve it. It won't serve my purpose. Perhaps one of these days we will find the cure for this situation. For now, it is sadly a price you have to pay for having me as your infernal Patreon. Well, for what it's worth, I like talking to you, and I'm glad you're safe now. Likewise. How else can I entertain you? Earlier you mentioned witches' victims giving birth to the demon spawn.
Obviously, I have never witnessed a demon summoning, for mating purposes or otherwise.
The ritual is performed by a witch, and is often assumed the demon will be attracted to her, but this doesn't have to be the case. The demon doesn't simply decide to slaughter everything in sight, he'll choose his female from the ones available. This makes it possible for the witches to walk away and leave behind a substitute, which I refer to as victim. So, a demon spawn's mother does not have to be a witch. Ah, that's good to know. It could easily be another woman, possibly younger than the witch, in bonds, and with her body prepared in such a way that the demon finds her more appealing, whatever the criterion. Well, as much as that sounds terrible, what's in it for the witch for doing that? Good question. the witch gains an illusion of doing something productive. She gets an indestructible servant, for a time. A test subject if she's more intelligent. But either way, she would get her death at his hands sooner or later. 2 witches once did exactly this across your eastern sea. They were known by their last names, Psyche and Rin, and they pretended to be do-gooder witches in El Shay some 30 years ago. They were writing in their research journal about their pet demon spawn. Quite sensitive information, but they knew no limits and published everything. They lied that they found the orphan demon spawn. In fact, they were the ones who sacrificed his mother to be violated by a demon, and to later inevitably die while giving birth. But they were respected members of the human society, so of course they would never publish the truth behind the kidnapping and sacrifice of a peasant girl. A little later, they both died, mysteriously. That sounds a little bit familiar. That sounds like the book we read at the very beginning of the chapter 1. So, their actions seem to really bother you. What's up with that, man? Yes, well, hypocrisy sometimes bothers me. I prefer it when an evil person states it up front somehow. They should have at least not been famous as supremely noble do-gooders. There's also the issue that I don't want humans to know all there is to know about my kin, so I don't appreciate the journal publication in 5 languages. Your next question. Will we ever get to meet in person? I mean, you're talking to me through an amulet. I want to meet face to face, be buddy-buddies with you.
I should have known you're dying to bask in my glory. Perhaps one day I will allow you to lay your eyes on my perfectly masculine features.
Alright, don't get too full ahead of yourself here. If you're so perfect, why are you hiding? I am not hiding. I simply can't be bothered until you've proven yourself worthy. How else can I entertain you? Raz? Do you like me as a woman, or do you want me for my special powers?
A woman? One could argue that the demon spawn don't need females, since our kind are barren. We are definitely capable of feeling lust, though. Do you want me to like you as a woman?
What a great question to ask him, Jesus Christ. But I asked you first, buddy. Do you? I've observed how beautiful you are. It means little to me if I don't have your mind. If you choose to agree with me and my ways, we can play any game we like.
This is going so well. Yes, and it's only the beginning of our beautiful alliance.
You seemed familiar when we met in the camp, and now I know why.
I've known your parents for a long time. I believe I even met you when you were a jolly youngster, running around in an oversized pair of your mother's underpants. They were up to your neck. Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds about me. Don't be ashamed. You were but a child. As honorable as your parents are, they may not have been able to afford any better, but it doesn't matter. You grew up just right, didn't you? You were very kind to say so. But strange, I don't remember my parents ever mentioning you, Mr. Fisher. It was a long time ago, back in the day. I'd go fishing with your father. Of course, there was a whole bunch of other people with us. So, when was the last time you spoke with my parents? Oh, it might have been years. I keep forgetting how old I am.
The old man talks too much, doesn't he?
I personally don't mind him. He doesn't look very useful. Come to think, none of them do. Maybe. I don't know. I've been too distracted to pay attention to our surroundings. Now that I look around, something seems wrong.
Sir, we've already been here. I remember this tree, and...
I see that! Damn swamp with no roads.
Don't get in my goddamned way, you lunatic. Apologies. Shut the fuck up! The knight keeps yelling at Toons and Jasper. Fisher and I are several steps behind them, having some difficulties getting through the undergrowth. The old man stops, addressing me in a whisper.
Sir Brash doesn't care about the mission. You saw how we tried to blow the other soldiers off.
The others don't seem to notice that we've stopped, and they continued on. He's walking us in circles on purpose. He's just waiting for the rest of us to get killed. Then who knows where he'll be taking you. What do you think he wants from me? I mean, besides fucking. I don't know, but it seems very important to him to keep you around. You've heard him. You're either with him or he'll have the soldiers kill you.
I still think you should escape. He's not watching. This may be your only chance.
And so, we are left with a few options, and this leads up to different outcomes, which I will be showing off. There we go. First, we're going to do is hesitate. We're not going to follow Fisher. I don't know, buddy. I'm kind of having second guesses. It might be best if I come along with you. The sir would punish me if I stayed. I remember what Sir Brash told me about Fisher.
All he really wants is to get inside your panties.
It seemed like a stupid thing to say, but I don't know anymore. Sorry, buddy, but I'm not going anywhere with you. You must! Our lives are at stake! He pulls my arm, surprisingly strong for an old man. I scream for Sir Brash. Help!
What are you doing? You'll get us killed.
You're not taking me anywhere, you evil piece of crap! Fisher is still insistent on pulling me away, but I resist, biding time for Sir Brash to return and find us. And soon enough, he does. He draws his huge sword.
What the hell is going on here? Why were you screaming, Bright?
Sir, she's having a minor crisis with her feelings. She suddenly said she can't walk anymore. What the fuck is wrong with you, idiot? I asked Bright, not you. He's working against you. He tried to convince me to run away with him, and when I refused, he's tried to force me. You're too benevolent for your own good, old man, stuffing your snout where it doesn't belong. For whichever reason you wanted her, it's over now. Fisher glances around in panic, but looking back at an angry Sir Brash seems to stop his thoughts of running.
Mercy!
Fisher falls to his knees in the mud. Sir Brash smirks and stays his sword. Fisher is shivering on the ground. Sir Brash lets him kneel in anticipation for a while. I don't know what the old man really wanted, but I'm sure he regrets ever talking to me. Just when Fisher lifts his hopeful eyes from the ground, Sir Brash brings the blade down on him, splitting him from the shoulder down. I stay calm. One less problem to deal with. I'm beginning to like this journey. He begged for mercy. So? He spits in my face and tries to take you away, or kill you, behind my back, and some kneeling is supposed to save him? I don't know about the rules in your pissant little city, but such things can't be allowed to slide with the Knight of Scarswall. What the hell was he expecting? That you would be so brainless as to run away from me? Can we please continue on? I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah. just have to wait a little while to make sure he doesn't get up, and then we can move on. Get up? How? He could if he was a Demonheart. It's a good habit to check, just in case. Stay with the corpses for a little while, just to make sure they don't get up. Small chance of that happening. True, but you sure did that, and the old fool knew more than he was supposed to. But it doesn't look like he's getting any better. Why don't we just bury him? No one deserves to be like this. Will you fucking dig a hole yourself? I don't have all day. Alright, that's enough waiting. The vultures will get him. You're coming with me. Give me your hand. I do as he says. That was the end of the chapter, but we will reload this. So that's what you choose if you don't go with Fisher.
I still think you should escape. He's not watching. This may be your only chance.
But let's find out what happens when we do escape. Now, normally I wouldn't really show this off because I'm like, oh, figure it out, or I would tell you what it is. The reason why I'm showing it off is because they're actually really, really different from each other. So, and you'll find out in just a second. What will you do if I escape? It might be best if I come along with you. The Sir would punish me if I stayed. I remember what Sir Brush told me about Fisher.
All he really wants is to get inside your panties.
I don't believe that is the case. I mean, Fisher has been nice. He's been a good buddy. And if I stay here, then Fisher's gonna die. Seems like a stupid thing to say, but I don't know anymore. So, let's see if we can save Fisher. Okay, Mr. Fisher. Right now?
Come. They are deep in the swamp and we can still get out. We need to run.
I start running as fast as I can, hoping to use my special talent. I'm not sure it's working though, since Fisher isn't far behind me. Maybe I'm getting the hang of using it in moderation, without hurting myself. Turning back, I don't see anyone on our trail. Is it possible we lost them? Did we make it? A little farther to be safe. The trees should hide us. They will no longer know which way we turned. But where are we going? Where are we gonna stay at? I mean, we just ran away and I'm kind of in trouble with the law a little bit. I'm getting out of this forest. You will stay right here. What? It won't matter if the words kill me a few times, once the heart of yours becomes mine. What? What? Ugh! A burning pain in my chest paralyzes me. Through a daze, I realize the old man keeps stabbing me again and again, searching through my chest. Here it is, black as night. Why am I still aware? Oh shit, son! He's dead? How? His body's merely a bloody lump in the grass.
Damn, girl, you really need a good beating.
A beating? I think I already received one.
What the hell were you thinking?
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I thought he was good. I thought he was a chilled ass dude. I mean, you mentioned he wanted to be my panties, but to be fair, you were wrong in that department too. Be quiet and fix that armor. It's torn pretty badly. Try to clean you from the blood, but it got everywhere. Fuck this shit. As I get up on my feet again, I realize Sir Brush nearly cut Fisher in half. Oh look, he had an apple. Takes a ripe apple from someplace on Fisher's corpse and tosses it my way. I catch it. Good to see you can move. Did I die? Don't know. Didn't want to check on since I knew you were coming back anyway. Took you less than an hour to wake up, so maybe you weren't that dead. The Demonheart thing works well once they stop stabbing you. How did you find us? Guess I'm good at tracking you down, kitten. You leave your fur everywhere. That pretty hair of yours. Well, that makes sense. Where are Jasper and Toons? Why is it just you? Bet they got lost looking for you. Good riddance. Told them to split up precisely because I didn't want them to see you as you were. The more they know, the more they'll turn Fisher on you. Well, now they're split up. Aren't they in danger now? I don't give a fuck. Alright, fair enough. So, what now? Now you'll pay me for pulling this whole escape shit. How should I punish you? I think Fisher already did, cause, not gonna lie, him stabbing me over and over in my chest, where my titties are, ooh, that's just, ugh. I'm actually not gonna lie, just thinking about that feels, ugh. Ugh. I think Fisher already did. Right, that's enough. We need to get a move on. It doesn't look like he's regenerating, so we can leave him here. The old fool was hoping to become a Demonheart at his age. Ha! Why would he be regenerating? He would if he was already a Demonheart. It's a good habit to check, just in case. Stay with the corpses for a little while just to make sure they don't get up. Small chance of that happening, true, but you sure did that, and the old fool knew more than he was supposed to, so I had to make sure. Right, I'm sick of looking at that old traitor. Yeah, me too. Give me your hand. Don't fade on me. With that, I give him my hand. So, no matter what we choose, Fisher dies. But how he dies is entirely up to you, viewer. But those two routes, I really wanted to show them off because, again, they're vastly different. But that is the end of Chapter 3. In the next episode, we'll head on over into Chapter 4, Inferno. I am Tara the Fox, you are the viewer, and I hope to see you next time.